So two really nice features of this unit is that it has variable tension and also reinforcement wrap height. So looking at this pallet, you can notice pallet's inset, so you have some sharp edges down here. It's also double stacked, so you have sharp edges where this pallet is. So the nice thing about variable tension is what we can do is when we're down here, we can start at a lower tension, and as it's rising up, keep it at a lower tension. When we have that layer of film on there, we can then tighten it up because that layer of film is going to help protect from the sharp edges. Also, when we get to this portion, we probably want to reinforce it more right here. By using that reinforcement wrap height, we can do that as well. Let's go to the controls and we'll show you how to do that. So first thing we want to do is go to program 1. That's the one I want to be in. Then we're going to scroll down to get to the main menu. And I want to go to manual controls, because I want to do is jog up and bring this carriage up so I can know what height I want to have the reinforcement wraps. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit into where I can see it's level with those two pallets. So about right there is where I want it. Now I want to know what height that's at. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go down to current values. Click OK. Now I'm going to try and find where we would have the carriage height. So carriage height. So right now it's at 61 centimeters. So I'm going to escape back. I'm going to go up to cycle parameters. Okay. And then I'm going to keep the bottom wraps the same, top wraps the same. I'm going to set the variable tension up here as well because of the pallets being there. So I'm going to set this to 0. So by setting this to 0, it's going to start reading the next ones. So C5, bottom wrap tension. So I want to go low on the bottom. I'm going to go like 25%, because I don't want it to tear it all. Ascent, I'm going to go to 25 as well. Okay. Top wraps, I can keep it at 50 because it's going to be past those pallets. Descent tension, I'm going to keep it at 50 as well. I'm going to skip rotation speed. Ascent speed, I'm going to keep the same. Descent speed, I'm actually going to slow that down because I want that tight tension to get more of that pallet, especially on the way back down where those double pallets are. So I'm going to go to 40. Then I'm going to go over to, skip this, reinforcement height. So remember we had 61. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to set it to 61 centimeters. Hit OK. And then I want to do 2 turns there. So I go to reinforcement turns, change it to 2, hit OK. And that'll be all I want to do. So I'm going to go escape. I'm going to actually save this as pallet number 3. So save user program, because I still want to keep 1 how I had it. So I'm going to save it as pallet number 3, hit OK, escape. Now if I go to 3, it's going to be all those changes I just made. So let's go and wrap this pallet and see what we got. So before we start, we want to get the carriage back to the home position. So I'm going to hit reset. So we have the tension low at 25% right now. So you can see it's kind of loose. We're just trying to get that layer. Carriage is going to start going up. I have the carriage set at 65% speed right now. So far no tearing at all. Right here is stopping for the reinforcement height wrap, which we had 2 wraps going for that. Now it's going to go back up. So we're getting a good layer on here. And it's nice and loose just so we cover up those edges. So we're at the top. It's going to stop, wrap around once. Now notice it's coming back down. Notice how much tighter the film is because we have that layer on. And I set it to 40%. Instead of 65 on the way up, it's 40%. It's a big pallet and I have that layer on and I want to get that tight tension all the way on the way back down. So far it's looking like it's doing the job good. Tear this off. So it looks like we have good coverage, nice and secure, did the job.